Thought that they could just hurt me so bad. Let me out. I'm stronger than that. If I've been up.
When freedom raised her glowing form on Mount Sorato's verdant height, she sat within a doom of a night, met lowering stars and thunderstorms, the song of liberty, unceasing from the waking morn, its banner shield of golden flame, she lifted it in her proud name, and raised her people long forlorn to know their destiny. The Lone Star forever, the Lone Star forever, oh long may it soar over land and over seas, deserted nor never, uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the Lone Star banner. Oh,
Again, folks, we want to welcome all of you again to the New Beginning platform. Wherever you are watching us from, we are glad to have you with us because without you, we can't do anything. Our being here will be in vain. So, I want to take this time to say thank you for watching. Those of you who are just joining us, we want you to please share uh, the video with others, share the program with others, share with friends, share with relatives. We are here, and as we told you, by the grace of God, we are here to stay. And we again want to, as we said on Sunday, want to say sorry we were not here on last Friday and Saturday due to some technical breakdown. But we are back, back for true. And those of you who are following us, our followers on this program, we want to say sit glued to your radio, stick and still, don't go anywhere. And we have so much to bring to you today. We will begin our program. Today's Friday, the 17th of October. Those of you who are celebrating your birthday, anniversary, whatever it is, graduation, I want to say congratulations to all of you and thank you for being here. Those of you who are listening through KR 95.9, we want to say thank you for your listening rule. And at the end of this program, we will entertain calls. So prepare, listen to the presentation, and also call in. As usual, we are running up with our activities, and we'll let you know next month. Hopefully, we can begin the fundraiser on this platform for our brothers and sisters who are out there in the street, a victim of drugs addiction. And so we want to help in a very way, a special way, not only saying, not only talking. And we want you to be part, we want you to form part. So we'll open the lines, you can call in and participate and make your contribution on this program. I want to say thank you so much for what you do for your country. And Chris, how you doing and how is the country?
Uh, um, I'm good. I'm great, and I bless God for life. How are you doing too?
I'm good. And how is the country? What's trending today?
Yeah, we labor is good, and we bless God for the peace. And what's training is just too many issues every day. Too many issues can be training Liberia. Every day there another story. Every day,
Yeah.
but it is good that CDC is gearing up. That in the country now, CDC having the most talk about groundbreaking for the new needed to be constructed party headquarters.
Mm.
Yeah, in Concordia. And of course, another again, another major breaking news again is that the GSC done with the domestic debt audit. uh, uh, somebody somewhere somehow another girl almost 704 million,
Hmm.
704 million unverified, unclaimed debt. That money you're gonna go in somebody's pocket for free. So GSC is a breaking news that GSC has audited. So a lot of names, they came up with a lot of names and listings of businesses that were claiming that Liberian government owning, but they were unable to provide
To, sub-
necessary
to substantiate the claims.
yes, necessary documents. And one of the person that been pushing the thing is included in is Senator Abraham Darrell, since
Yeah.
2022. But they've been saying he said we can't just be paying people, but we don't know who we paying.
Who we paying? You
Yeah,
see,
every day.
that's a waste of public resources.
Yes, you just paying every year. Every year, say the country owing 84 million in debts. Every year, you pay every year 84 million going to debt, 80 million going to debt. But then you don't know who you already paying the money to. So you're one of those that are already advocating for the final measure to bring a definite list of those people that the government paying every year. And 704 million, that's small money. That's small money.
That's a lot, and I think it's a good thing, and that's what they should be doing because that's their responsibility to ensure that managers, public managers, are held accountable for how they spend, how they use, how they go about using uh, resources. You know, when budget is approved by the president, it's an instrument. It's by law. It's a law, and but also you have the check and balances where the Congress or the Parliament, or the House of Representatives or the legislature, we have to quote some of those leaders who are spending the money for the nation. And it's a good thing that, that they find out how the money is being spent, who spent what, for what reason. Is it spent according to the program that were EMI or that were, in the budget? Or why did you spend it without the program? Those things are very, very good. Very, very important. That's why, and I hope that a lot of Liberians have access to that report they can read. And also, the government should break it down for the people to understand, you know, what the report is about. Because a lot of these things, the common people do not know. They will not understand. You just say, well, GSA, may not know the what. And all this is actually done to see how effective and efficient the public resources are being used, and what are the challenges. Some of the challenges could be if people are being, found guilty of corruption or being accused of corrupt practices. They should be sent to, to the court for, for them to vindicate themselves or to exonerate themselves. And also systems. Probably there are systems that are very old in government, Those systems need to be modified. Those systems need to be changed. So that's the essence of having an audit, to know the challenge, the wrong thing, the good things, the wrong things, and how we can improve as a nation. And I think, I hope those in authority, who the Ministry of Information, and coming down to EFBC, and the people can be able to really break down the information for the common person to understand, what that report is about, and what that entity is about. What do they stand for? What were they created for? There are a lot of people that don't know. You just hear GSA, but how many persons know? If you can do it in your dialect, that's why you have the the program on EFBC. They should be able to do that, and let the citizen, understand and get. That's why we're saying being informed. All right, it's very important. Being informed. Don't sit back there and say, "Well, I don't know anything what they call audit." No, you gotta find out. You gotta ask questions. And the government is responsible to send the information, unless something that is classified, something that for security reason they can't release that. But the rest of it should be, people should learn, should know about what going in the government. That's good. And thank you so much. I think with the issue of political parties, it's good to have more political parties in the country, because that's about democracy. It's not one party, but again, people should avoid trying to shift blames on government. When, if I want to buy a land, I have to ask the necessary questions. All right. I will not tell my family we got a land, where is the land? You know, who is the owner of the land? What's the deal? The deal of the land. What is the transaction we have done? You know, and after you have done all of that, you can come to either your family. If it is private, then you go to your family, or friends. You want to tell them, okay, when it is public as a, political entity, you have followers. They want to trust you. They want to believe in what you say. So you ensure that the information you're giving them is genuine. Don't don't go start negotiation one land you have not completed, you have not investigated whether they land for that person or not, and then you tell your people, "No, we got a land already. We here we are." You know, I'm not saying that's what they're doing, but these are things. I think they got a lot of smart people within the CDC that you think was. Make sure all the those things are touched, and then you can let your people know we have acquired the land. If you have not done all of that, and then you see that you don't have the land, and there's a chaos, then you come by, oh, the government is behind people, they don't want to give us the land. That's not good, because misinformation lead to chaos. It lead to a chaotic situation. Supporters and other people will be confused, and some will not understand and start violence. So I just hope that the people can do well and explain better to their people. And when you go in there, do not be violent. Peacefully go do what you're supposed to do. And build whatever you're supposed to build for yourself. It's for yourself. So that just be safer in whatever you do. And again, another thing, Chris, before we go to the presentation, is then this is very, very, very important. I remember when I was in Liberia, I used to see women. They used to call them, I don't know, 540 or something. The AFL women, and wives. They used to give them some name. I remember sometimes they used to go demonstrate. Where Ellen, Ellen just was at the time Ellen was the president. They would demonstrate they want money. I don't know. So when I think they used to give them 540 and so forth. All of those things were good, but institutionalizing things is very important. And what I saw today with the AFL, the retirees, a veteran were
Yeah.
retired you know, it's a good news for a country like Liberia that somebody will offer their services, their life to serve their country. And after those years of serving the country, they are not just dashed now, you know. And I love right now that the army is no longer like a political group or is tribalistic. No, things are kind of like equitable. You know, if you have maybe two men from Nimba, you have two from Lofa, two from this, you know, a balance, you know, and that way people are able to contribute their national quota to the nation. So, like what we saw today, I saw that was I mean that was a great thing. I haven't seen that in Liberia where AFL
For very
soldiers
long, yeah, myself, not seen
retire
it.
they retire them honorably, and then not only just saying thank you, you know, and giving paper, but I saw one of them, the president was saying they give them a check, an individual of 20,000 United States dollars. Look, that is a motivation for the young people who want to serve their country. That tomorrow, when they serve their country, they will not go home, you know, empty-handed to their family and say, "Look, we serve our country, but we didn't have," and then they turn into armed robbers or something. It's about dignity. You know, you dignify your people. You dignify the AFL. Look, I that, I'm so happy to see that other country, advanced country, do. Now I see, you know, that some people, I learned some people will walk away with 30,000,
Yeah,
45,000.
yeah, 30,000, yeah.
That is huge for a nation like Liberia to not honor her servants, you know, people who serve the country. And kudos to all of you, all the retirees, those of you who have retired from the army, the veteran, that you know you have received a package. We are glad. I want to say thank you for your services to the nation, and I just hope the later money will not be sufficient, but the later that you have been given, that you will use it wisely. You know, that can take you a long way. You know, it can take you, some of you who receive 30,000. That's a huge, huge money, you see. So we appreciate the government, you know, and all of the partners who contributed, who have brought this kind of, you know, prestige to the army, honor to the army. Can you imagine what happened with the rest of those soldiers who are there serving their country? You know, they have a hope that there's something there for us tomorrow. We'll not just leave and say, "Oh, go, you know, thank you for your service." And I hope this is not going to end with the AFL, but it can happen for the National Police, you know, the LMP. It can happen for the immigration, you know, the LDA, even those law enforcement officers. It may not be the same, but I mean, there should be some retirement packages for them. This is so much an honor, you know, an honor to see, you know, that we are getting back to the days that some would consider very good. And this is why we appreciate all of you that were involved, the chief of staff, you know, the rest, the defense minister, the rest of you who did, you know, you set up this. I think this should be a continuous process. It should not be only for this year, it should not be only for today, but whenever these people, you know, that's our system. Chris, you got any, you know, thing to say about that system? I'm really proud of of the country, the nation. You know.
Yeah, like you have said it all. You know, you can see, like for example, it was so today. Someone was very emotional. And the scene were, you know, tears of joy. And the one lady I know said she been serving the army a very long period of time. I know she's and always I know because kind of position in the army they call it name. And always she be holding the flag, I think leading the under the flag bearer era. something like that. And our mom, she said a lot of reading something about her. And a lot of people were very emotional, were passionate about the job. Serve our country well.
It's
You
a
can see,
boost, man.
yeah, you can see,
Yes,
you can see the smile on their faces.
I'm happy
Yeah,
for
you can
them.
see, yeah, you can see. For me, I've not seen maybe it happened, but in my lifetime, since
As I
just
learned,
me,
that's the first
uh,
time.
I'm not really see the president yet, but say I'm not seeing president, and I open to. I'm not seeing such a retirement where a special program set. The president went there. It was joyous to them. It was emotional.
Yeah,
Yeah. People.
yeah.
When people serve their country, that they retire with dignity.
Yes, with
Yes.
honor,
You know,
it's not only like,
yeah,
they,
with honor.
but that's a good beginning,
Yes.
Chris, that people, serving in a public space is not about enriching yourself. These are the things that are attached serving your country, serving in the public, sector. It's about recognition. It's about, appreciation. It's about those kind of incentives that come along. You know, you don't get rich when you work for government. If you go with that mentality in government, you are going to steal. You're not going there to do the right thing. But if you go with a mind of serving, you're going to serve your people. At the end of the day, these are things that are very important. And I just thank God that the government can, think about such a thing for, for people who work overtime, you know. And besides that, I believe they'll also be getting half of their pay, from government and other things. So it's a good thing. And I hope, Liberia continue on this kind of, path so that we recognize those who work hard for the nation so that people will be happy to work for their country. So having said that, I think that's one of the good things, you know, that happen in Liberia, and we should always talk about all good things that are happening in our nation, and and let's continue to work together as one people. You know, you may have different political parties. All of what we have is just that one nation. It's just that each of us have different way of wanting to run the government. You know, so that's the only big difference. But the common good is to see Liberia move forward and be lifted among all nations. So let's get back to our presentation. I know we have more time. Um, this platform is engaged with um, trying to explain, trying to help us understand what make you a good citizen. As we usually ask, and as we are stay asking, what makes a good citizen? And in doing so, in trying to answer that question, we we decided to explain, to present to you few very important things, very important steps, very important topics that will help us understand and be able to practicalize what we are learning. So we are inviting all of you, remain with us. Don't go anywhere. We are not here, we're not talking about politics. No, there are a lot of other stations will tell you more about that. But we are here if we want the country to move forward. It is not politics. It's about providing education in whatever way you can do it positively for the nation. And we talk about as a good citizen, to be a good citizen, one of the good things that you can do as a good citizen is to be informed. That was the first thing we started talking about. I'm just going to run through that and we'll go to our topic. We'll be discussing, then we'll open the lines. So we said you have to be informed because the reason is You don't want to mislead your family members. You don't want to mislead your community members. You don't want to mislead your friends, your relatives, your co-workers. You always want to be factual about what you say so that people will trust what you say to them. So that's why we said to be a good citizen first. There are many other things. There are many. But in our own presentation, we just decided to pick some of these things and present them to you, to us, all of us. So be informed. Do not be complacent citizen. Don't be a citizen who sit back and say, I don't want to listen to them. I don't want to hear anything. I'm only interested in what I get for myself, my children, and so forth. No, it's more of that. You have to know what is happening in your environment, what is happening around you. You need to know that because it's important. If you don't know what is happening in your surrounding, you will not be able to make informed decision. So that's why it's important as a citizen. Don't say it's not my business. Like what Chris was talking about. Chris talked about the audit that just came out. All right. I know some of you may not have interest, you don't have the time, but it's important to look at it, to listen what the audit says, so that tomorrow you can hold people accountable of what they have done when they were serving you, when they were serving in government. So it's important. And we said you do that so that you'll be able to give information out responsibly as a citizen. To be a responsible citizen in the disseminating information, you must first be informed. Informed with accurate information. So, and we said to be informed, one thing you need to be careful of is to make sure you know the source of your information. Knowing the source of your information, it means you must investigate. Don't grab anything and run with it. Sorry. Not everything you grab and run with. And remember, there are a lot of families that have been separated. There are a lot of families that have been, you know, that have been destroyed. Friendship have been destroyed. Communities have been destroyed because somebody decided to mislead people. Even political parties have been destroyed. Churches have been destroyed. Churches are even now at the verge of being destroyed because of misinformation, that people don't have the real information, all right? Or sometimes people have the real information, but they don't relay the real information. Instead, they give something different. So that's why it's important to be informed. Know the source. Knowing the source means, look, investigate, know the history of the entity, the organization, the company, or the individual that is providing you the information. Know their history, know their mission. What do they stand for? Do they stand for the truth or not? And also know them. And also know the author. Maybe it could be a story that somebody wrote and you want to read. Make sure you know who the person is. Compare your information with multiple sources. Don't listen only to Care Radio and you grab everything and go. There are other radio stations. If you have the time, listen to ERBC. ERBC is a government radio station. Don't only get your information from there. Get information from Hot FM, from Truth FM, from even Spoon. Listen, then you will be able to filter out the truth. All right. And read newspaper, Front Page Africa, the analyst, the observer. Then you can balance your information. So again, make sure you do that. And also, after you have done everything, you have investigated, you have gotten the fight, if you are about to give that information to another person, to a group, to the public, remember, Be kind and respectful in doing it. Don't be rude. Don't be arrogant. Don't say, well, that is the truth I'm saying. Sometimes it turns to a lie. And how can you come by? So make sure you be kind and respectful in doing that. And also, we said not only being kind and respectful in doing that, you should also uh, make sure you take corrections. Or what I mean is, when you send information out there that is not right, you can be a political party. When you know you made a mistake, you send the information out there to the public, and that information is causing problem in community, and that information is not right. Go back on the radio station and say, look, that make you a responsible citizen. And say, look, I'm sorry, this information wasn't right. We should have done more to investigate, but we are sorry. I take it back, or we take it back as an institution. Then, people will respect you. All right. So even it could be with your family and friends. You have to go and tell them, look, I'm sorry, I misled you. Please forgive me. I take back whatever I said. That makes you a good citizen. All right. So, and also would encourage you, make sure, don't just take any information and put it on the social media about your community, about your country, about your cities. Maybe you live in Painesville City, maybe Ghanansville or Burrillville, whichever city you reside. Maybe Kakata, Ganta, Banga, other places, Zedru, Barclayville. Don't take any information about your nation and put it on the social media that is going to harm you and your nation. Even if it is wrong, I will give an example. Probably you meet a trash. I saw this guy the other time, one of the ministers from Internal Affairs. I think he was driving somewhere along the Stephen Talbot area when you cross the bridge. And I think he was angry because he saw that the trash was too much, the garbage was too much. And he was on the social media, he was showing it. I think he had good intentions, but showing on the social media also just show how dirty some of the streets are in the country. And that is not really right. But I think he wanted to say that. He said he wanted to reach the president and say that there are certain government officials that are not working. Now, I want to encourage you as a minister. You could be I think he's an assistant minister. So in government structure, you have a system they call intergovernmental relations or intergovernmental system. What I mean is that if you are from Internal Affairs and you know that there's trash somewhere, you don't need to go on the social media. You work in government. You should know the agency that is responsible for that work. The agency that should be able, if you don't know, you ask questions as well. Or you can reach out to that entity and say, look, this is my evidence. This is the pictures I took. I'm just on this place. This is how the trash is over there. Why you guys, what is happening? Can you guys try to, go over there and clean it? Intergovernmental, systems. That's how I operate when you work in government. So, especially when you are in government, I know you try to point out the ills, but there is an agency responsible for that. Or there is a corporation. So why not reach out to them? That's what make you part of that body. But if you go on the social media and then you are videoing, you filming everything, it doesn't make you a very good minister. All right. And I know you are a good person. I've been seeing you. You may be a good person, but sometimes we don't know. But the best thing is, and that's why it's good to also read. You can be a minister. You may not be somebody who have gone to to do public administration. So you may not know much about government or the systems, but you can read. You can take other book. You read and learn, so that you can handle the issue properly, maturely. So that's about that. I will not call the person name. They are a very good person. They're doing well in the government. But again, folks, the next thing we are talking about after being informed, then we said we want to introduce another one: being involved. When you are informed, then you get involved. Many of us will say, well, I got other things to do. Yes, it's true. You have to go to work. Maybe if you're a pastor, you have to go, to the church, counsel people. Yes, it's true. You're a business person. You're making market. Yes, you go to your market. You sell. Yes, it's true. You're a driver. It's true. But as a driver, you can contribute. You as a good citizen, you can get involved. And let me tell you this one, Chris. I don't know whether you saw the video. Getting involved should be positive. When you are getting involved, it means you want to volunteer your services for your country. It is not for your own benefit, but for the benefit of others. All right, that's one of the things we need to know. It's not just about you; it's about your nation, and it's about your people. It's about your community. That's what we're talking about. So when you want to get involved, you can get involved by being part of the organizations in the community, local organizations that are in the community, helping to clean the community, or you can be part, or you get involved in so many ways as a retiree, a teacher who have retired for long. You have skills, your experience. You can organize some group of teachers, experienced teachers, go to government schools, volunteer your services by what? Maybe having workshop for these young teachers so they understand the importance of being a teacher. There are so many ways you can contribute. You could be a retired health provider. You have a place. There's somewhere in your community you can contribute. You can contribute meaningfully. And I will give this example, and then we will go to the line. To be a good citizen, I will give an example as, a driver. Now you are a driver. Those of you who drive say, what the guy is saying, I don't understand. How can I get involved? You can get involved in so many ways. When people eat in your car and they are sitting, don't allow them to throw the trash in the street. All right? You can advise them, look, please put your trash in a little bag, or keep it in your hand. When you get done, you put it in the trash. Or maybe if they pull in your car, don't park the car in the street and take all that trash and pull it in the street. To get involved, take that trash, because you are serving the public. Even though they left trash in your car, take up the trash, put it somewhere, and put it in the garbage can. All right? Go and get rid of it properly. Another way you could do the fight against drugs, trafficking of drugs. How can you give your car to, then you take the drugs, you open some of the car parts or some areas of the car, you stuff all the drugs in the car. Now, what makes you a good citizen? You know that drugs is going to kill a lot of people. Why are you allowing the drugs to be part of or put? You open the door, then you unscrew all the things, everything. Then you put the drugs back. You seal it up. Why should you do that? That is not right. You're not getting involved. The way you have gotten, or the way you can get involved is when somebody suggests to you that they have drugs, they want to bring it in Liberia, you should listen to them first, and make sure You are a smart call officer or somebody and say this person said, yeah, or allow them to bring the drugs. When they bring the drugs, you call officers and say, see, this person brought drugs, to carry Liberia. I saw a vehicle the other time. It was coming from, they said Bowater, somewhere between a boundary between Sierra Leone and Liberia. And the drugs were the way they piled up the drugs in the vehicle. You will not be able to really know. But it's so good that these guys, I don't know the guy equipment, the intelligence that they are receiving, they are really doing well. The LDEA, we want to say thank you. And that car, you can't tell me you as the driver, you don't know about the drug. You know. Nobody will go and put drugs there and screw them up all at the front of the car. In the door, you see the drugs coming out. And some mothers, it's so sad. You take the drugs, you put it in the oil, and when you take the oil, you carry it, you put it in a tin or you put it in a gallon, and then you carry the oil to go sell. I see some elderly women. That is not being a good citizen. You are not getting involved positively. You could render your service, and whoever that is doing that, you can report that to the law enforcement. That's how you get involved. That's how you get involved. So today we're going to stop here. I know we have 2 more minutes, but the next time we come, we'll be talking about volunteering. What does it mean? Volunteering. What does that mean? Volunteering, providing services without the expectation of receiving pay or receiving any benefit. But we'll go into it deeper and deeper once we come. That'll be tomorrow. Join us tomorrow again at 12 p.m. Liberian time. We'll be on care again trying to explain to you. We don't know everything, and don't hold us in contempt if we didn't present very well to you. We're trying our best, and we'll make sure we improve. We do our best we can. So send in your comment, write your comments. We'll read them. You can criticize us whatever way, because we love to be criticized, because it helps us to do better. All right? We want to listen to your positive criticism, even negative ones. We're not going to be angry with you. We love you, and we know that you are precious. All Liberians and every human being is precious, very precious in the eyes of God. Based upon that, this platform have decided, and we are continuing this month. Probably this month will be the last month of us creating the awareness. So we want to take steps. Chris, I know he's a preacher man. We talk about, preaching, but faith without action is just dead. So we have to begin walking, taking, taking those steps. After we have talked, then we're going to take steps. So, Chris, I don't know when is the first Sunday next month, November. It'll be on the 2nd, right? Chris, I'm not hearing you. The 2nd will be next November 2nd will be the first Sunday, right?
Let me check.
I want us
no first Sunday. First Sunday, yeah, will be the no. Yeah, it will be the second.
Right. So we can do reminders for the 31st, the 1st of November. So make sure that those names that we are taking down, we can send out the reminders, text messages to everybody. I don't want us to do it very close. We should make sure we do it probably a week to the time and send all the messages out to them. and also on the radio station. And I don't know if they can create us a jingle or something. You need to talk to them to find out. We want to do that so that it can also be played during their time when we are not on, encouraging Liberians to be part. So we are encouraging you. Look, it's good you work for your country and help your country, and especially these people that are dying. Let's try to help. We can't do it on our own. I'm telling you, we can't do it by ourselves. But we know your $5, your $10, $20 will do well. So hopefully by the first or the 31st, we'll announce the mobile numbers, the bank accounts. Want to make sure that the money is in the account, not in people's hand, and nobody going to eat your money. Want to make sure that it is going towards the rehabilitation of our brothers and sisters. Whatever that we receive, it is good to start. The beginning can be difficult. Many presidents may not buy into the idea. Those who are skeptical, we still want to be out there, but don't be worried. Don't worry yourself. Everything is intact. Your money is going to be used for the intended purpose. We can assure you, and through the grace of God, by the power of God, not by our strength, whatever that is raised will be used for the intended purpose. So, Chris, I think you can begin taking, course now. Please, Chris, our focus, people call and tell us about the presentation. Please, we want that feedback. Whether what we do here is helping you, the public, or not, let us know. And also, we want you to be part of the fundraiser. Whatever suggestion you have for us, provide it. We are open, to every suggestion, recommendations. You don't have to come here and tell us it's government responsibility. We know it's government responsibility. Government has so much to do, and they may not even be able to do everything. But the citizens themselves can take initiative. This program we're doing is to help change the mentality of waiting for somebody to do it for you, but you can do it for yourself. Together, we can do it for our nation. Yeah, Chris, go ahead. So thank you.
Folks, you listen well to the host, Manuel H. Windot, all the way there in the US of A. Folks, the program is called The New Beginning. And we are here every Friday from 7 to 8:30 p.m. and every Saturday from 12 to 1:30 p.m. And of course, every Sunday we call the inspirational hour. I want usually start with preaching. So it comes your way. I want a double dose, both spiritual and whatsoever. So that double dose. So that won't come on every Sunday from 10 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. So folks, to place your call, you listen well. You can place your call to give your opinion, to give your suggestion. And also we want you to support this program, this organization that is coming forth. Will be announcing the number and how to support, how to donate. We are trying to raise funds, and by the grace of God, to help the government, to help the ordinary people able to help themselves, those that are addicted to drugs, so we can help them take them off the street and rehabilitate them. So we are asking for your view. Also, we're asking for your support. Not now, but the bossman said, and the second
Yes.
of November will be the first Sunday in November. By the grace of God, if Jesus tarry, we'll be announcing. We'll be announcing or launching. We can say announcing or launching the entire program on to be telling how you can donate your $100 $10, your $50 $10, $200, $5, whatever God lay on your heart to be a blessing to the people, to take the people off the street there. So, folks, to call on this program, you can place your call 0777 959 959. 0777959, 0777959, or better still 0881 871 670, 0881 871 670, and the orange number to call 0777 959 0777 959 is the number to call. We learn, be informed and be involved. You have to be informed and you have to be involved. You have to be informed. You know, when we start with the program, when you get information, just conclude. Let our first caller. Hello, caller. Where do you call from? Oh, we lost that caller. 0777959 0777959 or better tell the caller. Hello, caller. Where do you join from? Speak the audio. Say where? Let's hear you. Yeah, go ahead, Chief. Zero 777 is the number to call. Or better still 0881 871 670. 0881 871 670 is the number to call. Now, sometimes some people say when they're in a car, you see people in a car, in a bus or in a taxi, they will finish eating. They prefer to keep the car clean and they prefer to keep the car clean and make the street dirty. And sometimes, how do you leave the dirt in the car? When the driver know the car is dirty, he will park, clean the car, and put the dirt in the trash can. Be involved. Help keep the city clean. See in your community, drugs are damaging our youth. You help in the process. LDI announced number that you can call within the various communities. You call this number to help the LDA to fight these drugs. It can help in so many ways. You can be involved in so many ways. Be involved. That will make you a good citizen. Also talk about be informed. Some should not just bring news to you, like gossip to you, or even investigating. You believe it? No. Be informed. Hear both sides of the story. Regardless of who bringing the information to you, make sure you verify the information. There are some people, they are hate their best friend just because of gossip. There are some people, they have lost their life because of gossip on this song, because you refuse to verify information. While it's true or not, you don't care. You see it on social media, you believe it. Somebody bring gossip to you, you believe it. You have to be informed. First, 0777 959 959 is the number to call. 0777 959 959. 0777 959 959 is the number to call. Or better still, 0881 871 670. 0881 871 670 is the number to call. 0881 871 670. Or better still, 0777 959 959. 0777 959 959. Be informed. Be involved.
What's it? What's up in your number?
The WhatsApp number at +231 777 65 73 32. +231 777 65 73 32. So what's going on here? Again, folks, you are listening to The New Beginning, and we are here discussing important matter. What makes a good citizen? It's our topic been looking at what make a good citizen. We said be informed, and now we are on be involved. Be involved. Oh, just in the country. Oh, just kidding. Our people. Oh, the government doing nothing. The government doing nothing. But somebody say you selling drugs, you can't help the government to expose the
Yeah.
person.
So that
Government doing nothing. Somebody right in your house, they're selling drugs. You there, you look at the person selling drugs. People come in there every day buying the drugs. You can't do anything, you can't talk, you can't call your D, you can do nothing. But you there, you go on the radio. Yeah, I hate you.
You know, when I saw these, you know, the elderly women, you know, that were caught with the oil, they put the drugs. I can't get over it. I mean, how do they think? I mean, how do they feel? You know, how do they feel as a mother to sell? I saw some young people too, young women. You know, they were caught. How do they feel? I mean, it's they, you know, unbelievable. You know,
Very, very unbelievable. My father and such that people putting the drugs in the rare or what? No, these guys, you know, we must applaud
yeah,
the management of the LDA.
they are doing a
Yeah,
great
human
job.
life. Yeah, yeah. You know, the number of arrests on a daily basis, and some of the arrests, you know, most often, well, in the past, we, you know, we willing to see maybe the huge consumption of drugs that LDA is the arrest. But this time, these days, we are seeing even if Joe said they're using sophisticated technology to detect drugs now across the nation, because we are seeing in your car, we got those things we don't just see on social media in the
Yeah,
West, or in the European country. We see people arresting cars through the drugs something through cars school. You know, but this time in like bro, we are seeing it now. At least they are even you had the drugs in the in the in the rare or gallon, they will grab you.
that
You had
is
it in the
so.
look in the car.
That tells you that they're doing it intentionally, purposefully. They're doing it, you know, to and when it's wrong as a citizen. That's why we say to be a good citizen, get involved. If you're in your community and you see activities, things that are not right, you have to whisper, you know, maybe call the police, let them know, you know, activities that you don't feel comfortable with and you know it's gonna lead to problem. That's how you get involved. All right. You're helping yourself, helping your community, helping the people that live there to live in peace and in comfort. So that's why we are saying, you know, and call in and let's hear from you.
0777959 is the number to call. 0777959 is the number to call. Or better still, 0881 871 670. 0881 871 670. Place a call and have your say. Your voice matter. Your voice matter. We know you are listening there. Place your call right now and begin to make your own opinion on this number. Plus 231 777 657 is the number that is caller. Hello, caller. Now you call phone.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, now you call phone.
My name is Dano. I'm calling from Brownsville.
Let hear you.
My own contribution is I want for government to really give the DEA devices that will detect cars carrying drugs or people that are carrying drugs. Yeah, it will be a big boost for the DEA.
Okay,
to
well,
have mechanisms or instruments to detect all cars that are traveling to the borderline.
Okay.
okay. So as is good, you know, as a good citizen, what can you do to help? Oh,
Lost him.
If I find out that there's any way I can detect drugs, I can I could say to any DEA officer I see.
All right.
But it will help us to protect the whole nation.
And we
Okay.
also want you to join us to raise funds to help our brothers and sisters. It's not only taking the drugs, but those are already victims. And addiction is a disease. They're going through rehabilitation. We are encouraging you as a citizen to join us in raising that fund. Your $5, $10 will mean a lot.
Are you there? We lost the color. 077 Hello, caller, no, they join phone.
Doing so?
Yeah, no, they join phone.
Yeah, calling from Sion Tam there.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, before we had transparencies in those stuff, we got to, first of all, got a text for those guys that are working with DEA. Understand? Because if the guy in the attitude of taking the same stuff, there would be no changes. They will allow the kind of stuff to enter.
Yeah, but the new management are doing officer tests across the nation. They're doing it Zoom by Zoom, but they can announce that they can announce it like we're coming to do a test with the other. They've been doing tests. I mean, I think the last time they reported like even the last test they conducted, I think two or four DA officers were tested positive of the drug, and they were immediate.
So that's straight dismissal. No compromise in that.
So,
what can you do as a citizen? You yourself, DEA officers are doing their portion. We have our portion. What can you do to help?
Yeah, for me, if I am in no, I would let the authority know.
All right, can you also join us on the 2nd of November? We want to start raising funds to help those that are going through the rehabilitation. Can you also contribute your $5, your $10 towards that?
Yeah, if when you announce the number.
We announce the number definitely. But give us your number too, so we give you a reminder.
Give us your number so we can give you a reminder.
Yeah, but this is my number. I think you see it on the screen, right?
Okay, I come here 1 minute. Be on the line 1 minute.
Just take his name as you.
You can just read your number because a lot of
calls are coming, so probably.
Yeah, some people let read a number.
Okay. Anyway.
077 959 959 077 959 959 is the number to call. 077 959 959 is the number to call. 077 959 959.
What is that, Chris? The line.
077 959 959 is the number to call. Please, brother, you just drop the line. You can please call us so we can get your number, so we can give you a reminder as the time draw near. 081 871 Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Money.
And what he was saying is very important to the two callers. The other one recommending, having, kind of sensor, equipment that would detect. It's important, and I hope the government probably can begin to talk with partners, to see if,
Hello, Colonel, do you call for? Hello, Colonel, do you call for?
Hello.
Yeah, no, do you call for, please? Zero 777 959 959 777 959 959. Or better still 0881 871 670 0881 871 670 is the number to call, and you'll be live with a contributor. Yeah, you're talking to him, Mr. Manuel.
Yeah, I'll just making emphasis on the colors, the point they made, which is, those points are very important. And I know the government, the authorities listening, and those who are listening, they can pay attention to that as well. If it is possible, talk with the partner to get those equipment. They are very important. But more beside all of us, the citizenry, you as a citizen, you are very important, crucial to that. So we just want to encourage you to, if you live at the borders, if you see, suspicious activities going on, call the authority. You see somebody, like, fully where this person is trafficking drugs and other things, you know, call the law enforcement officer. And also one of the things I think the law enforcement authority needs to also do, and I heard that from the LDA director, that they they will take care of, whistleblowers, people who give information, intelligence, and that's important. Even if there are incentives to encourage people to come out, you know, give incentives, you know, and people will come out with a lot of information, you know. We're not saying the citizen should sit down and wait for that, but I mean, it's a motivation as well. And it's important that we do that. So again, as we said, we're going to continue to tell you, those of you who are listening, watching. Thomas Dennis say, I'm watching from Liberia. Thank you, Mr. Dennis, for watching. How you doing? I hope all things are okay with you. And the 2nd of November, we want to start the fundraiser. And as we said, Chris is going to come prepared. Chris, I think he'll be the second person, to give. You come prepared, tools on, all the guys in studio, management, so everybody come prepare. Let's do it together. All right. We can't say and sit back, and say, oh, let people do it for. No. I want to be the first, but that record's already been broken. Somebody, as we said, somebody, gave some money and accounts were open. And right now, their platform has about 15,000 Liberian dollars and 150 United States dollars for rehabilitation. All right, we have that for sure. It's in the account right there. We want you to contribute as well.
Hello, Colonel D. Jonathan. Your line is bad.
They have to stay away from the radio. Or
Yeah, there you call
lower the
from.
radio.
I'm back on Tuesday.
There you Your line is bad, bro. Your line is bad. Can you change your location small? We're not getting you. Zero triple seven 959 959 0 triple 959 959.
That person have been making attempts.
Yeah, but our line is very bad. They have to change either that form or their location.
And probably they want to be listening to themselves at the same time. You got to stay away from the radio if you call in, so that the feedback will not hit too hard on the
0 triple 959 959 is the number to call. 0 triple 959 959 is the number to call. It's calling back. Hello, caller. Where do you call from?
I call from Kingsley.
Now you are clear. Your name?
Okay.
Your name?
You call me Prince.
Let's hear you, brother.
Okay, like the day before yesterday, was to the shop. We saw like 5 DA officers overtook motorbike. They arrested 4 for the drug dealer then. But in less than an hour, we saw the people coming back over motorbike, holding drug plastic again, selling the market in the town. Right now, when the time you see more than 4 bottles laying out right on the beach right now. So I can see the DA from Zimbabwe, the DA from
for tomorrow. They're working because the DA will come there and collect 1 or 2 cents for the men and free the men that day. Nothing go up and die in a coup. Because I get to know, I get to see no commander on there. I only see few people of color share, black share, organization who ask me and to carry men to Zimbabwe. After 11 hours, free the men again. Say how will fight judge? The DSL hold it back on the people every time. See, yesterday again, all 4 motorbikes, all the people tell them.
Yeah, my brother, you know, they are doing extremely well, but you know, but always you found some bad apples.
Chris, I think thank you so much. One of the things.
Let them say stuff now.
Oh, they're doing that also. They are doing that. They are taking drug tests, and it's a huge situation. You know, gradually they will weed out all the bad elements. But you know, thank you for that information. But also, if you have a depot, police depot in your community, report that to them so that they will be able to come over. And I hope, Chris, you know, you guys, the studio can, you know, get the number from DEA for those kind of information. And you know, you can read the number to the community. People can have it.
Where do you call from?
Hello?
Yeah, no,
how are you?
Yeah, no, do you drive from?
Thank you. I'm okay. I call from Broadville, and I'm Joseph Fremont.
Yeah, you.
Let me appreciate you people so much for the show this evening for the fight against drugs. You know, the problem with fighting drugs, we politicize fighting drugs. But let me admit, this government doing well when it comes to the fight against drugs. On a serious note. But some people will say the government is doing nothing. Even in your home, your children that you feed, they buy one among them. Not all good.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean that when you get 1 DA or 2 DA person coming from the ghetto, arresting 1 or 2 person, then they coming back, meaning the government is not doing anything and the DA is not doing anything. That does not mean that way. It is not that way. No matter what you do, bad person will be in society.
Yeah, you get bad.
You only have to muster the courage to fight them, to root them out. Like the DEA officer, the officer in charge, asking all of them to take drug tests. How many were dismissed? 6 of them were dismissed. When that happened in our country? When that happened? And if the huge amount of arrests now go on within 2 months, they are never happy.
Lot of arrests.
So why people will come, they don't want to appreciate. Why you don't want to appreciate? So when 2 DA officers come, they arrest people, when they keep people came back. So meaning they are saying inside, meaning drugs will not be eradicated. No. Drugs will be minimized from the country because the government is doing well. No government has done that. What President Baka is doing now, or the officer in charge of DA. How many mass arrests you have seen? How many mass discovery that you see the discovering drugs in the gallon, rare oil gallon? Have you seen that before?
No.
From border to border? Look at the one that in Toyota in Province Ima, 17 years. They collected huge one with the Mohammed man and the Abdullah Kamara ball. You have ever arrested something like that? Let's try to be appreciative, man. We want to eradicate drugs because, we want to minimize it because to eradicate it will not be easy, but we want to try to make it better. So in making it better, when your child is doing well in the school, you praise them, you appreciate them, then they will do more. But every day you come with your political chicanery. It's bad for our country, man. Thank you, brother.
So don't go. Please stay. Hello.
Doing.
All right. So thank you for the brilliant, response you gave us. We also want to encourage you. November 2nd, we will begin fundraiser for rehabilitation. We learn people have been taken to Johnsonville. We want you to be part. We want you to encourage other people. All right. November, that would be. We'll start maybe we'll ask management start 9, but please, we want you to join. We don't only want to say or want to wait for government to do everything. No, citizens must
will not do everything
to the occasion, and let us do it.
Government cannot do everything. When you see the people in your community that you see someone ghetto or drug taker or drug dealer or drug importer, they got a hotline 0777 13 33 33. That's a hotline. All of them know it. Or sometimes they just want to be like a dasical that they don't want to appreciate government. That's
Can you read that? Can you read that number again so that we can have it in studio?
0777
Yes.
133333. Doesn't have that for DA. Because me, I follow DA all night. They arrest the campaign. I follow them.
Thank you so much.
now
But
follow
we
them.
want you to join us. We want you on November 2nd to call in and give your $5.
Yeah, just let him be in contact with me. That's all.
All
Yeah,
right.
we give us that number, man, quickly.
You not see my number on the screen?
A lot of calls, bro.
You want me to call it out?
Yeah, please.
Okay, 777
777
722 433.
722
You got it?
433. Your name, sir?
777 722 433.
Yeah, your name, please, your name?
My name?
Yeah.
I'm Yusuf Fremont.
Thank you so much, Joseph.
Thank you.
No problem. You're welcome.
Let's do it together for our country.
0777959 is the number to call. 0777959 is the number to call. 0777959 is the number to call. 0777959 is the
Chris,
number
can
to
you
call.
look at the screen? You got people that are making comment. Do you see? Recognize them.
081 710 670 081 710 670. You can make a contribution, and we are going to. I'm not seeing.
All right, I have Mr. Dennis. I'm watching from Liberia. Thank you, Dennis. Michael T. Forney, good evening. I'm watching you live from Banjo resident, Virginia, Maserado County. Thank you so much. Make your comment, and we'll come to you, Pastor Forney. And thank you for following. November 2nd.
Hello, caller. And how do you call from?
Hello.
Yeah, please lower monitor. Please lower video. Yeah, how do you call from?
How you doing?
I'm okay. And you?
Fine.
Let's hear you.
I have a concern about the drugs issue. And right now, you see, I'm called from Man Bagley, and I'm Brother PVC Kadia. And they go more. We have in our community, we those drugs guys, they are here, those dealers and those consumers, they are here. And they give us, they decepting us, and we, the community people, we gather together and put a petition to the DA and the police. But then, since that time, we carry the petition to them and told them that we don't want those people. And we took a street by saying no to drugs. For that day, those gardens, they are still in the community, and the dealers, they are here, even those guys who taking the drugs, they are still around here. And
do you have the DA number, sir?
Yes.
Chris, you can provide the DA number so that they can call the DA, and then
See, the hotline is 077 13
and provide all the necessary information.
Okay.
077 13 33.
Okay.
Don't be afraid. The DA will not call your name. I'll show you any name. They're getting concrete information. Don't just call it number because you won't call no more. But make sure you get the information and make sure the information to be correct before you call the hotline. Yeah?
I'll do that.
You get a number now, 077 13 33.
All right.
Yeah, it's the DA number there.
You have any other thing?
Oh. Folks, we can call it a day. It's 8:36. We can call it a day because another program.
Chris, you don't call my program a day until I call it a day, Chris.
Another
if Tucson is pushing you, tell Tucson. All right. But folks, want to say thank you. That lucky caller, if you are a female, call in. We have not received. A lot of males have been calling. What happened with the mothers? Okay.
That take
We
it
hope-
like this. Hello, call. Now you call phone?
Good evening.
Yeah, now you join phone.
This is Mr. calling from Broadway.
What?
This is Mr. calling from Broadway.
Let's hear you.
Thanks so much for the show. It's interesting to listen to the show, actually. This is my first time listening to the show to your radio station. I don't know, it's like every night show you can hear only Friday.
For Friday from 7 to 8:30 p.m. and Saturday from 12 in the day to 1:30. Then every Sunday from 10 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. So pretty much is that, right?
Yeah, all right, thank you. Thank you so much.
So one way to join us. One way to join us. They coming Sunday. They coming first Sunday. We'll be doing the contribution towards the program.
That's the beginning of the fundraiser, please.
I understood that you will be opening a mobile an account. For
Yes. Your $100, $200 Liberty, $5, anyone.
1 million.
Yeah, it's much more.
Yeah.
2 million.
Thank you for the program. You know, you already get your shot to speak.
Yeah.
Along with my mind, but I'll just stop right there. So,
Well, you can say it while we're closing.
Okay, then we can take a number, right? Please give us a number.
Yeah. Get my number.
Yeah, please call a number, please.
Well, you're now on the stream.
You know that.
A lot of numbers there, that's why.
777.
777
422
422
784.
784. Your name, sir?
Yeah, they see at 086 422 784.
No, I say your name, please.
086 422 784.
Your name.
Augustine.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Augustine. You sound
We'll give you a reminder. We'll give you a reminder when the time is getting closer.
All right.
Thank you.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
folks. This is how we love to leave all of you. Thank you for the calls that you have made. And join us tomorrow, 12 p.m. Liberian time, with this program again, The New Beginning. We'll continue to have this program with you. And so thank you so much, Chris, management, the rest of you guys who made this program as such. I just want to say thank you so much. I want to say have a wonderful, wonderful and pleasant time. And may God bless all of you.
When freedom raised her glowing form on Mount Sorato's verdant height, she sat within a doom of a night, midst lowering stars and thunderstorms, the star of liberty, unceasing from the waking